Hey, it's me again. Yeah. I can talk about some stuff, because yesterday it was really. I just laid in my bed and I didn't really do anything, because I had a day where I really felt meaningless again. I know this journey on my channel kind of continues where I talk about the story, how I feel meaningless, how I'm suffering, how I have those days, not every day, but I have those days. And yeah, it kind of sucks. And I don't know what is going on. It has maybe something to do with my schizophrenia because sometimes my doctor said that when you are schizophrenic, you sometimes get into depressed phases, and it can happen. It's part of the illness. Yeah. So it always happens when I kind of have too high expectations for myself, and I sometimes just have that. I think about stuff, I think about others, and I think like, oh, I'm not as cool as this person. And yeah, I was just laying in my bed. I was just thinking like, my manga doesn't has any meaning to me, and I don't know if I can continue my manga, and I don't know, I feel lonely and I don't know. So I was just deciding to take a walk and I felt much better. And I actually worked a little bit on my art then. So it was not as a bad day, and I cleaned my apartment, you know. So I did something. But still, I was kind of depressed, yesterday. And again, I have this so many times, and I want this to finally stop. I already said this in another video. Again, I thought, like, yeah, like, I'm not gonna continue YouTube. Like, me uploading this stuff is boring. Like, nobody gives a fuck. Why am I doing YouTube? Like, YouTube is shit. This doesn't has any meaning, Even though I don't think it's true, I think it's interesting to people to see someone just documenting their life and just being real. I think there's a lot of vulnerability behind that, but I have days where I'm being like, I just have to be a legendary artist. I shouldn't do YouTube on the side. It makes me stupid as an artist, And I overthink a lot, and yeah. Because the thing is, I'm afraid that people care more about me as a person than about my art. I want it kind of to be balanced, that people are not just enjoying my videos, but they also care about my art. Because if you really, I'm being quite honest, if you really want to understand me, you have to read my manga. Because my manga is part of my soul that I can't portray in my body, but it's me too. My art is me too. So if you fully want to understand me, you have to, I don't show everything of myself on the internet, but if you want to understand parts of who I am, you have to read my manga, this is just how it is, and I was afraid that people would be more into my videos than my story. I can't force everybody to right from the get-go read my manga, and I don't expect that, but I was afraid that I would just, if I should get famous on YouTube, I don't know if that will ever happen, but if it should happen, then I don't just want to be famous for my personality. I want people to be interested in my story, in my manga, and yeah, if you like both, that's the best, actually. And I was like thinking that it's stupid to do YouTube videos, it's meaningless. I looked at the latest video and I was like, oh, it's so horrible. Nobody gives a fuck. And to that time, there were not a lot of views, but it was not even about the views. I didn't care about the views on this day. It was just YouTube in general, and I was like, my art is more important, but it's so hard to care about my art right now. And I don't even know where those feelings come from. They just came. I know, it just felt like it's meaningless. And today I woke up and I felt really energetic, and I was interested in my art, and I had a lot of ideas, and I felt like I had a purpose and there's a meaning. Because I have days where I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about my webtoon. Even though that's not true, there are people reading it, but I still feel like, no, it's not important. Like, my webtoon sucks, nobody cares, the story is bad, I'm not a good storyteller, but in the end it doesn't matter, because you can just become a better artist if you're consistently doing it, and you will improve over time. So yeah. Even if your story is not improving, your art will improve. But I think the storytelling will improve with every artist. I think if an artist is really like taking their breaks and trying to think about their story and trying to put meaning into their story and trying to work hard on their story, they will improve. They will constantly improve. I think that's true. Storytelling is a craft. It's not just by luck, an accident. Yeah. So today is a much better day, and yeah, I was like, I want to do a video again. And now I'm motivated to do YouTube again, and I kind of want this to have a stable relationship with YouTube where I don't care so much. I want, like, I'm just doing my art and I'm a YouTuber and there's nothing to be afraid of, because as I said, I'm sometimes afraid that doing those casual YouTube videos could destroy the image that people have of me as an artist, because they see my art and they see that I kind of try to work hard on it, even though my art is not that amazing. There are much better artists out there. I'm basically a beginner. But then they see my YouTube and they just see me uploading videos where I just talk uncut it, and I just drop in a horrible ass thumbnail and no face, like there's no, I don't put a lot of work into my videos, and I see, like, I watch a lot of YouTubers that put a lot of work into their videos, that cut their videos, but it's just not possible for me, because if I would spend so much time on YouTube, I couldn't work on my manga anymore, and I'm just working on videos harder when I really feel like I really want to do a video. When I really feel I want to talk about a topic and I want to cut a video and I want to take more time with it, then I'm gonna do it. But if I don't want to, I'm not gonna do that, because I have to have time for my manga. Because if I just have a lot of hobbies, that take a lot of time, you can't become a master in one hobby. And the thing is, drawing a manga, especially if you want to tell a long story, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of time, to draw that stuff, to be good in it. So it's different than other hobbies. You have to be, if you really want to be a good manga artist or comic artist, you don't have time for a lot of other hobbies. And it can be stressful to have two creative hobbies at the same time. So yeah, but maybe, I said this already, maybe here and there I'm gonna do a more cutted video if I really want to, but just if I have fun with it. I'm not gonna do this every day, because I just don't have the time. And yeah. Maybe I started to cut actually on a video of the manga. You may know this manga, it gets an anime this season, I think, of the mangaka by Full Metal Alchemist. I think the name of the manga is Yumi no Tsugai or something, and I started to do a video about it. And that was the moment where I realized I don't want to do that as long videos anymore. But maybe I'm gonna continue on it, and maybe I'm gonna finish it. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna do that, but maybe. Just maybe. Okay? Okay. But yeah, really cool. I got 2 comments on my last video. I'm really happy, thank you. I really appreciate if people comment. I really appreciate it. it's so cool when you do a video and somebody's reacting to it. It's so cool, you know. And actually, it was like really interesting when I woke up. I think today or yesterday, I don't remember. I got on YouTube, and then I saw that my latest video that was hanging on like 3 views for like over a day got like 20 views, and the other video also like got like 18 views. So I didn't expect anyone to click on this video, but there were more people watching it, and I was really happy. And that was not the reason why I was so motivated. I don't know, I just felt energetic today, but it motivated me even more. And then I looked on a subscriber account. I know I talk a lot about this, but I don't know. I looked at my subscriber account and I saw that I got one more subscriber. So over the last week, I got 2 subscribers in 1 week. 2 subscribers in 1 week? Girl, I love boys. I damn. And I saw like there are people interested in the stuff I'm doing. And I know it takes time, but maybe the videos I'm doing are not that bad, and I think maybe more people would watch them if the algorithm, if they would be like, maybe if more people would see actually my videos and watch them, maybe more people would be invested. Maybe just most people on YouTube don't see my videos. Maybe it's the same problem with my manga, that a lot of people just don't see it. It doesn't mean that people wouldn't be interested in it. People wouldn't be unexcited about it. There would be people who like that stuff, who, I think I see that on social media a lot. People who are just interested in real life people. And they don't fucking can stand all those fake ass influencers. I mean, there are good YouTubers out there that we like, and what I always see the pattern with famous YouTubers who kind of have a lot of subscribers, a lot of them that people really remember and that have really communities where you feel like there's really a community, like the people really care about those YouTubers, like people are really invested in their content, are mostly YouTubers who create, who are real, you know? I mean, they may still cut videos, but there's not a bad thing about cutting. I would cut my videos also maybe sometimes, but I don't feel the need at the moment, you know? So people who are real, who feel like there's a personality behind the camera or like behind the video, those people are really successful on YouTube a lot of times, and those channels stay successful. And when you look in the comments, you see actually a community where a lot of different people comment and a lot of different thoughts, and there's a lot of life in the comment section. It's not like, oh, I love you, you know. There's much more stuff going on. People make jokes in the comment section or something. There is a big ass community. So I think, I believe that a lot of people want to see stuff on YouTube from people that are themselves and that are real. I just think this is the current zeitgeist, and I think it was always the case, and I don't think it ever changed. I know that there are influencers who just get popular because they show a lot of products in their videos, but those are people that nobody really remembers online, you know? I mean, I don't know, I'm just also in my bubble on YouTube. I mean, if I watch certain kind of YouTubers, I get recommended certain kind of channels of the same kind of criteria. So I don't know about everybody, but I don't know. I think if you see, there are a lot of popular videos where people just make fun about big influencers and everybody is fucking annoyed. And those videos get like over 1 million clicks. And I mean, look, PewDiePie is a really popular channel. Moist Critical is a really popular channel. Emma Chamberlain is a really popular channel. Those are all people that got famous on YouTube because they are real. And it's not really for me about like, oh, I want to be like them. No, it's just that I think this stuff is stuff that people interest more, and I think a lot of people just don't a lot of people just don't see my content, and maybe there would be more people invested in my content, even though I'm just sitting in front of the camera and talk, or like in front of my audio. I don't sit in front of the camera, I record with my audio app. Maybe there would be more people interested in it, and it's just that a lot of people don't see it. And I think when you start a small YouTube channel and you don't really grow at the beginning, you will think that you are a loser because nobody clicks on it, because you feel like everybody saw it and everybody's reacting it. But that's not true. Like, when you think about it, I talked with other people and I agreed. I'm not quite sure with my YouTube videos, but I'm 100% sure this is the case with my webtoon. I think my webtoon is good, and I think a lot of people just don't see it at the moment, But with YouTube, it's if 10 people see your video and the algorithm doesn't show the video on any other feed because they're getting so many videos uploaded every fucking second that videos by bigger channels, and there are a lot of bigger channels like me. Like, there are a lot of people, like, already when you have 1,000 subscribers, Like, and there are also a lot of small channels, and there's so much stuff being uploaded on YouTube that I have to think for a second. Sorry, I kind of lost the path of talking. I don't know if you say it like this in English. I'm German. So I have like 600 46 subscribers right now. I got 2 subscribers this week, which is crazy. So it shows me that there are people interested in me. It just takes time. And it's not like 1 million people see my video, but you always think like that. You upload it and you feel like, a bunch of people see it, and all those people not clicking on my video, that means that all those people reject my content. But that's not true. The algorithm just doesn't show your content to a lot of people. That doesn't mean anything, especially at the beginning. I have a lot of thoughts on this, actually. So, if 10 people are watching your content, that means that like 5 people could like it, and 5 other people don't give a fuck. And that's alright. I don't mind. It's not like the whole world has to like me. And then 5 people, they don't care and they just click off. And 5 people like your video. But if you have just 10 people around and just 5 people like your video, well, it will not get a lot of exposure, And if like, I don't know, like 1 million people, I'm exaggerating, like 500 people see your video, and it's like 250 people like it and the other half doesn't, and I don't think it's even that extreme on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know how the numbers are. I don't know. Then that's totally different thing, because then you still have like 250 clicks on it. That's a whole totally another number than like 10. And because especially at the beginning, you kind of need those 5 people to be really like active and help supporting you as a YouTuber. Because if you meet 5 people who are not interested in your content, it hits you much harder as a small creator than when you have 5 people but you have like 1 million views already. When there are like 10 people who watch 1 million view video, no, it doesn't hurt your algorithm so much, because there's so many more people who know your content, but it just takes time. Some people get viral, and I think actually, yes, it feels fucking dope to have a lot of, I say that a lot, the F word. I have a lot of people, like at the beginning, you get like your subscriber count, and you get your people, you get your views, not a lot, but you get some people. And I can tell you from the heart, when I see 20 people seeing my video, I'm not like, oh, I wish this would be 100. No, at first I'm like really happy about it, because I'm like, because I'm someone I can really, I don't know those people, but I remember like 20 people saw my video. 20 real life human beings, and it's so easy to forget those numbers, you know. But later I compare myself to others, and then I'm like, like I'm a nobody. But I think, of course, every subscriber matters because it means someone is interested in you. But what I want to say, and I have to explain what I mean, that you don't are confused. I think if you are an interesting person on YouTube, and actually someone who can do interesting content on YouTube, because it's not like every YouTuber out there makes quality content. Also I'm pretty sure there are really a lot of small YouTubers out there who do good content and they're just not being seen yet. But I also think those people who got big, there's a reason. It's not just luck. You know, there's a reason why Most Critical gets popular on YouTube. Yes, he uploaded to a time where it, I think, was a little bit easier to get views. I remember this too. You know, because there were not as many people on YouTube. There were not as many YouTubers. So everything was kind of new. So yeah, but it's still a reason why he gets so many subscribers, because Charlie is just it's just fun to watch his videos. You just forget about his content. If there are any people who watch Moist Critical, yay. I'm pretty sure here are some viewers who may know his channel and like his channel. I love his videos, you know. So I also think that just because you are a small YouTuber doesn't mean you're automatically a good YouTuber. Like, and what I wanted to say, I think if another channel, when you start off and you see another small channel who has like around 2,000 subscribers, more than me, and I look at this channel, it's not always like this, it depends, you know. There's good stuff, there's not as good stuff. And I click on, I see the videos and I watch the videos and I sit there and be like, this YouTuber got subscribers faster, but I don't think this video is really good. Like, it's really hard to listen to the person. The cutting is kind of weird, or I don't know, the person is like, because just because you cut stuff doesn't make you good when you don't really know what you're doing, you know. And when somebody is like, I don't know, when a guy, even though I'm not really cutting a video, but like the person doesn't feel authentic. Like, this person feels like I watched a video and I don't remember anybody. I don't want to watch this content because this person is not an interesting person to listen to. And that's happened to me sometimes with small channels, also with big channels, you know. But yeah, it's a small channel. There are some channels that are small where I'm like, this channel is really good and deserves more. Deserves to be seen more. But there are also videos where I'm just seeing a small channel and I look at that and I'm like, I kind of get why this is a small channel, because it's not interesting to watch the video. And and I sometimes see this, that channels like this still have more clicks than me, even when they kind of do similar content. And I mean, you can still say on YouTube what is quality or not, right? And I think I don't have quality in terms of cutting, or like there's a lot of stuff in my video happening, that's true, but I take concentration on like being a real person and like talking as myself and being, I don't know, I'm just myself, you know. And there are a lot of small YouTubers, I mean everywhere, also big YouTubers, but like when you meet a channel where you feel like there's not an authentic person behind even PewDiePie said it, that there are a lot of small channels he saw, I think, where they all do the same stuff, and a lot of people who start off on YouTube, they tend to do everything that already was done, and they don't want to stand out from the crowd because they just hop on the hypes, you know, on the trends. And those channels may generate clicks more easier because they get seen by the with titles that more people already clicked on. And those people may have like more clicks at the beginning. Like, I mean, for me, it's not just about. I'm talking about clicks so much, but I'm not like, oh, like Mr. Beast, like, oh, I want to have a lot of clicks. No. This is really not. This is not healthy. This is not healthy, and I don't want to be this person. But I see that those people have like more views, but then I look at the content and I can't take it serious. And sometimes I was like, why is this the case? And then I was thinking about it and was like, I think this number at the beginning, that I just have a small number, I shouldn't take this so serious, because I think it's just the beginning. And in the beginning, people get, I think, it's really hard to be seen, so it's kind of luck if the right people see you. So some people, by luck, just get more views than others. And it just takes time. And I think over time, if two channels grows, and the one channel is authentic and interesting, and the other channel is not interesting at all, the more people I see this stuff, the more change will be made. That actually the people, even the channel that was smaller but had better quality videos, will overgrow the other channel, because those are the videos people actually care about. The other videos, like, and I mean, I hear that a lot from YouTubers who are big now on YouTube, who said like there were a lot of channels who were bigger than them when they started, and they got much more faster views, but they started to overgrow those channels because people actually cared about their content. And when you start off as a YouTuber, I think you shouldn't take those small numbers so serious, because you have to accept that it's a lot of luck at the beginning to be seen. And with luck, I mean that luck that the right person sees you. When a right person sees you, you can get viral. When there are a lot of people, when there are people who are on the same level as you clicking on your videos, it's cool, but this is not how the algorithm goes at the beginning. When you already have your community, well, then it's much easier to share that stuff on with the same people, because, well, if someone relates to you and they have a friend that has the same thoughts as them, they will maybe share your video with them, and they will talk about you, so yeah. And I just realized that. So I don't know what happens when I look at a small channel and I think the videos are really bad, and yeah, that stuff is existing on YouTube. I don't want to be like, oh, small creators is always better. Like, there are reasons why certain creators get famous, because they have a lot of work put over the years and perfected their craft to be better. Not every big YouTuber is good, but there are big YouTubers who are seriously really good, because they take every skill they can to make their videos better, there are good small channels out there where like this person deserves much more views, but there are also small channels where I'm like, I understand why this is a small channel, and then I feel weird about it because I know I have even lesser views. But then I'm like looking at it and I'm like, when this channel can get so many views and it's just crappy, it's just crappy video, it's just like nonsense, it's just like really superficial stuff that you see so much on YouTube, and you ask yourself, why are there so many more people more interested in this than me? Then it's not because there's a real number. Like, it's not like everybody on earth sees your video and this is like the comparison you can make, that more people like this video. No, it's just that so many people saw your videos and so many people saw their videos, and it just happened that they were be seen by more people, so they get more subscribers. It's not like a real number where you can say like, actually more people care about this and this. And I sometimes see small channels where I'm like thinking for myself, I think if more people would know that my channel exists, they probably would be more interested about my channel, but it just takes time. And I don't want to sound arrogant, I just want to be honest, because I can judge the difference between quality and and just doing stuff. I don't know, when I watched recently a video by a small person. I just clicked on a channel, and the video was just like answering questions, but the answers were so general that I was like, this could be answered by any person. There's nothing and it was also hard to listen to this person because the voice was really monotone, and it was really hard to listen to this person. And I think I already have this, that I kind of sound really interesting to listen to. I kind of know how to vocalize myself. I think I will improve a lot over the years, and maybe I will get more entertaining over the years. But yeah, I just think that this is like a problem I have. Sometimes I don't know if I'm too not entertaining as a person, you know? I think there are people on YouTube who are much funnier than me. And the thing is, I don't really want to force being funny on YouTube. But sometimes, and this is the biggest problem I have with my videos, I sometimes sit there and I'm like, yeah, I'm not entertaining. But then I'm like, I can be entertaining in my manga. You know, when I write the story for my manga, I can script the jokes. And I mean, this is what you do as a comedian. You a lot of times write and think about the jokes, and you create jokes that are funny to people. So it's not like I don't have any humor. It's just really hard for me to come up with funny lines on the row when I am on YouTube. But I still hope this changes over time, because I see this with a lot of YouTubers, that at the beginning they're not as funny in their videos, but they start to become more and more entertaining on social media the more and more videos they do. So maybe it happens that maybe in the future I will be a clown. I kind of tried to be funny, but it was not funny. Maybe I am funny by being awkward. Maybe I am funny by being awkward. Awkward kind of sounds like Squidward. I don't know. I'm not Squidward, but I feel like I'm Squidward. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that was a big. Yeah. So I think like what I take all of this is the numbers at the beginning on YouTube don't matter so much in the terms of that you should take them really serious, because you have to be aware that a lot of people just don't see it. And the more people see your content, the more you will see if your stuff is actually entertaining to people, you know? And I think everything that has quality and everything that is done from the heart will be interesting to some people. I think this is the truth. I totally think that is the truth. I don't mean that everybody will be like noise critical or something. No, this is definitely not the case on YouTube. But you will get your community, and you will be seen by people. There will be people clicking on your videos. It's hard on YouTube. It's hard. I don't want to. I mean, it's hard. You know, there are really good YouTubers I watch, and they have like 400,000 subscribers, and I can just get on their recent videos 17,000 clicks. That's not a lot. And I sometimes look at it and I'm like, damn, this person deserves much more clicks. Like this, I know this person made videos where they got like 200,000 clicks or 1,000,000 clicks, and the latest video was just 17,000 clicks. That's not a lot, you know? So in that term, you can say like a lot of people subscribe to you, and over the time it could happen that your views kind of decrease and not as much people gonna watch you anymore. But still, this person got 1,000 clicks, and there's a certain amount of people that will be invested in your videos and will watch your videos and will be interested in yours. There will be, if you're doing it from the heart, I think you can grow a community. You can create something that people actually care about, you know? I think that's true, because people are empathetic. People care. People want to see stuff. It's just hard when people already have a lot of YouTubers they're already subscribed to, then they may already have anything in their life they need. And they may be not as invested in watching you. But there will be sorry. There will be always someone who will be interested into you, you know? I think it just takes time. And if you being authentic, every day you improve to be a more and more interesting person. So you will be more and more interesting to people. And if you constantly work on yourself, you can be a fun person to listen to. And this is what matters on YouTube, I think, a lot. Yeah. So I don't know if this was interesting. I kind of wanted to talk about it. Yeah, this is 35 minutes. I actually have more stuff to say, but I think I will let it be like this for now. So, thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.